This is to all my Christian brothers and sisters out there. This is I won't have to say discussion, but this is my experience with pagan witchcraft beliefs that corrupt a Christian marriage. Little background is my ex-wife. She was into pagan witchcraft beliefs before we met. Uh, but when we met and we were just dating and deciding that we wanted to move forward with each other, that was one of the stipulations, was that that had to go, because it could not be, I could not allow that in my life. And she was good with that, because the love she had for me and the vision we had for our life together overruled the fantasy of witchcraft and pagan beliefs. So it was real simple. We married under a Christian minister, and was married for 8 years, 7 years. Sorry, 7 years. Now, the problem is that is always something that's in the back of your spouse's mind, as it was hers. But she knew the rules, wasn't allowed. Well, the thing is when you meet friends that I should never have called friends, as soon as I found out what they were into with the pagan witchcraft beliefs, Druidry, and also being dominant, submissive sexual partners, the night I met them, I should have told my ex-wife that we need to leave. We do not want to consort with this type of people, because all they do is draw society back, or they take what's pure and they destroy it. Nothing is ever pure around them. I mean, it's noticeable from the outside looking in. There's nothing pure. It's like my ex had told me she had this vision trip once and everything with the dominatrix wife, and told me that this was our first time out and everything as in a family, well, as being a couple. Well, that tells me something. If we were the first time out, then God was putting us together for a reason. He probably was putting us together for a reason so that way you wouldn't make the same mistakes you did before, causing the loop, recycling over and over and over and over again. And that's the problem with people who look back in their past lives. You're doomed to relive the same life over and over and over. Us being the first time out should have been the trigger that said, oh, yeah, this is where I need to be. That's not the way it worked out. The way it worked out was that the couple got the upper hand on my ex-wife and created the pull. They started drafting more and more of her time, getting closer to her, getting her to have feelings for them, while I was left to watch. What I should have done is put my foot down. I should have sat her down and been like, this is it. I'm done. I'm fed up. And the thing is, you got to be prepared for it. It's like if it would have been, I would have had my divorce papers in hand right there and had them laying down in front of her. And look, I'm going to turn these in the attorney. I'm going to file for divorce if you don't stop. You're destroying my house. You're destroying our kids. You're destroying the love we built everything on. But I didn't. I spent so much time at work to try to hide from it, giving the excuse of having to pay for all these bills and everything to stay ahead, and I didn't really need to. I was doing well enough to where I could have. It would have took longer to pay off the bills that needed to, but I didn't have to work as much. But I wanted to, because I couldn't be around it. My body was telling me, my mind was telling me, my heart was telling me, stay away. But your heart always wants your significant other. Our intimate life was great. It was everything else. It's kind of hard to do something for somebody you disagree with. It really is. Because all the importance you had for a relationship, all the little things you did for each other, all it starts to go away. It's not something I wanted to go away. But it just happens. But this pagan witchcraft, Druidry, it's all a sickness. It's a craziness in our society. It draws it back, it destroys it. Like I said, it takes everything pure and just annihilates it. I want all you people to realize it's out there. It's destroying our society as we speak, and it's growing. Watch your family. Watch your significant other. Watch your children. The signs that come with it are greed, manipulation, sexual conquest, lust. There's a list of things to watch out for, but those being the main ones to watch out for. Love your family. Love your significant other. When you see them start to falter, pray for them. Pray with them. Let them know that you care. And even if, when you put your foot down, they decide that they don't want the relationship and they walk, at least then you did everything you could. But that's not the end of it. As Christians, we do not turn our back on family. And you were married. They were children. No matter who it was that was seduced by the beliefs of pagan witchcraft beliefs. You can't turn your back on family. Just like I can't turn my back on my ex. If she came to me asking me for help or needed a place to stay, I would not be able to say no. I couldn't. It's against my beliefs to do so. Now, as for the people who corrupted her, here's a little insight on them. They are users and abusers. They ask for everything, but give nothing in return. Example, I've helped repair equipment for them. I've helped them move. I've done all these things with setting up events for them. I've fed them. And I think they had one time we were invited for a dinner. Ever. That should tell you something about these people. When I needed help, they were never there. And when they were seeing there was a problem in the relationship between me and my significant other, they are the couple who did nothing but just sit there and let her come to them. Their names are Tracy and Charles Spicer. If anybody's in Hamilton, you'll know them. These are not good people. My ex, now, Amanda Davis, is seduced by them. She is now theirs. They manipulated her mind to make her think that they are family. Having her go on these vision quests and everything in past lives, feeding her mind with little tidbits before she even did these little events of drug-induced to herb-induced trances, to have her see exactly what they wanted her to see. That's this life. It's so corrupt, it's not even funny. They're like a terrorist organization. How you break a mind down till it submits to knowing one thing: the task at hand. And that's what they do with their so-called powers, when all it is just what herbs do to manipulate the mind, the body, and everything, and that's it. Medicine does the same thing, and it was developed from herbs and everything too. It's nothing special. But they make it out to be. And they make it believe, oh, it came from the Indians. Wiccan is from the Indians. Well, you know what? The Indians believed in Mother Earth. I believe in Mother Earth too. Why? God created Earth for us to aspire, to transcend. So yes, I do believe in the spirit of Earth, because God puts spirits in all things. So for somebody to believe in Earth and not believe in God, you're a hypocrite. Because He created it for all of us. And He's with all of us all of the time. And I'm not perfect by any means to anybody. That's the reason why I'm a Christian, because I know I'm not perfect. I ask for forgiveness for things every day. And I know all of you who call yourselves Christians, you do the same thing. But I'm going to leave with this note. Again, watch your significant other, watch your family, watch for these trends of this pagan witchcraft belief structure and Druidry. And those who watch this, who are in the Hamilton area or have any dealings with Charles and Tracy Spicer, don't. Walk away. People like this, if they were in Ireland, in the homeland, they would be spit on in the streets. They knew you were a pagan, witch, or a druid. They would spit on you in the streets. And that's the way it should be here. That's the way it should be around the world. Because this so-called religion, which is fantasy, there's nothing real about it whatsoever. Because Jesus was proclaimed as being an undeniable divine person. And those were all pagans who converted to Christianity. That should tell the whole world something. Even the leader, the top dog, and everything of all the pagan belief structure, converted. The day of his death, he converted to Christianity so he could go to heaven. Things to keep in mind. But for everybody out there, this is a growing trend in our society, as it did in Rome, as it did in Jerusalem, as it did in all these other areas of the world. This will destroy our society. If you have the ability to stop it, do so. But do it from your own families. Because only the family can pull the person or persons away from it. Because it's the love of a family that will break the bind and the ties to pagan witchcraft beliefs. It's love. It's always has been. The purest love you can give a person is the only thing that will break the tie of it. You're talking about overcoming lust, greed, lies, cheating, alcoholism, gluttony. You're talking about all these things that have to be overcome. God gave us the one greatest key to break it. True love. Pure love. Don't lose that. There's no reason to hate. I do not hate my ex. I disagree with a lot of things she does. Yes. I don't hate her. I feel sorry for her. I pray for her, as I pray for my children. And you do the same. With that, I close. Take care and watch out. It's out there, and it is growing. But all united Christians, Catholics, and all other religions divulge from Christianity. Watch. Do what you can. But there's no reason to hate. Sorry. But there's no reason to hate. Love thy neighbor as you like your neighbor to love you. That is what will break everything down. Because There's no love in pagan witchcraft beliefs. They have no emotions. It doesn't even exist. Maybe one, and which is hatred. Blind hatred with no reasoning. With that, yeah, I said that before, but I'm going to close right now. That's it. Till I get more and everything, I'll post more, letting everyone know what other key things to watch out for, but I think I covered most everything here. So, God bless, peace to all, and take care. Goodbye.